Welcome everybody to today's session where we're talking everything to do with getting a job with the UN and international NGOs. So without further ado, let's get to it, right? Oh, there we go. There we go. I think we are ready to go. I want to tell you, I am guessing for a lot of you, this is probably not your first seminar or webinar or training to attend. The first thing I want to mention is that if you have failed to earn more money in the past, it is not your fault. There is a lot of information out there, and that information overload can keep you from success. And it's okay. Also, the other thing I want to mention is that if you have been concerned in the past that you just can't succeed in employment, I want to put those fears to rest. You just need the right person to explain it to you. The society, on the other hand, has perpetuated the message that you need to be an entrepreneur for you to be successful. And anytime you introduce yourself as an employee, they look at you as a second-class citizen. I want to tell you this: most people are better off as employees. That is where they get more satisfied and have higher productivity. The big corporations, the education system, and the government wants you to think that you need some fancy college degree for you to be successful. I'm here to tell you that they are wrong. They have their own reasons for wanting you to think that, but it is not true. If you have ever thought that the government and the education system wants you to fail, probably you are right. They don't benefit from you succeeding. You know what they want to do? They want to keep you in debt and in need. The difference with us is that we actually care about your success and truly wants to see you living the life of your dreams. So that is what we are here for. I know you have that dream job which will give you the highest satisfaction and utilize your full potential. And that is what I am here to show you during this training session. So the question to you is, are you ready? If you're ready, I want you to drop in the chat box that you are ready. Wherever you are, if you are following us on YouTube, you're following us on Facebook, you're following us on LinkedIn, if you're ready, say, yes, I am ready. Oh, thank you very much. I can see Cecile saying good evening. There we go. Blessing, you've joined us from Nigeria all the way. Karibu Sana. I can see James saying good evening. My question is, are you ready? If you're ready, drop that in the chat and say, yes, you're ready. George is saying very insightful and thank you. Welcome very much. Are you ready? Are you ready? If you're ready, now they are coming. Yes, I can see somebody saying, yes, I'm ready. Yes, I can see. Yes, that is Silent Storm. Is it Fresia saying yes? Yes. Well, Wesley, you're also ready. All the people on all different places, they are ready. They are ready. Thank you very much. I like that. And if you're ready, I won't waste much of your time. We just flow right into it. I want you to imagine this: that you go to an interview, and at the end of the interview, the hiring manager tells you these three magic words that you have been hired. And at the end of the month, you get a payslip that looks like this. Now, this is in Kenya shillings, but to make it easy for you to convert it to your own currency, just divide it by 100. That will be US dollars. Your basic salary is 180,000 Kenya shillings. That means it's about 1,800 US dollars. House allowance 50,000. Medical allowance 25,000. Commuting allowance 15,000. This adding up to 250 Kenya shillings, 270,000 Kenya shillings, or 2,700 USD. Do you need a moment to just close your eyes and imagine that? If that was you, then I want to ask you this question: what does a six-figure salary mean to you? And I'll wait for you to post in the comment. Yeah, as you notice, this is a very interactive session. I want you to know in your chat, what does six-figure salary mean to you? Because once you are clear on why you are going after these jobs, then it will make it easy for you to be able to know why you're going for it. Understand the why. Let me see here in the chat. Why would you want to be? What does a six-figure salary mean to you? I'll wait. Oh, I can see just people saying, yes, I'm ready. Thank you very much, Bianca. I can see Wapi saying also, I'm ready. Oh, this is good. Financial freedom. Yes, with a six-figure salary, it enables you to be financially free. And I've asked this question to so many people, and I get a wide array of answers. And there's no one answer that is true, and the other one is correct and wrong. They are all correct. I can see someone saying this is a milestone. Someone saying that this will well satisfy my needs. I can see someone here saying it means a lot. prestigious under developed areas. Oh, this would be great for you to get all this. And I love this. I love this. Oh, somebody, Christine, it will change my life. Yeah, somebody talks about financially being financially stable. Ruth, it is about financial breakthrough. And I like that. And I like that. And I can see a wide range of array of answers, and this. All of them are correct. And yes, a six-figure salary will enable you to do that. When I was planning this training, I was targeting to help two types of people. The first kind of people I want to help is a professional who wants to get a job with NGOs, the UN, and international organization. So if that is you, you are in the right place. Watch through the whole of this training. And the second kind of person that I really want to help is someone with or without a degree, but they are feeling stuck in their career. Are you there and you're feeling stuck in your career? You are in the right place. And if you don't fall in any of these categories, I think this is the point I invite you. You can leave. You might not find value from this session, but if you are in any of these two categories, you are in the right place. And my goal in this session is to show you that the only way to get these jobs with the NGOs and the UN and international organizations is by acquiring what I call the badass pro skills. And the only place you can acquire these badass pro skills is through a program called the Badass Pro program. I'll talk about it later on as we proceed. For those of you who are seeing me for the very first time, I think it is important for me just to introduce myself. My name is Daniel Mutuku. I'm the founder of Career Point Solutions, and over the last 10, I think now 11 years, since 2011, I have been blessed to work in recruitment as a career advisor, as a personal and professional development coach. And the insights I've gathered over the last 10 years, 11 years, that is what I am bringing on board today so that you can learn. I am compressing it to about an hour or so. And I'm a certified digital marketer by Google. And on top of that, among the different organizations, I am a very proud member of LYP, also known as the League of Young Professionals. I'm also an author of 4 books. The first one I published was Facebook for Profit, how you can easily use Facebook for profit and earn extra income, even on a part-time basis. The second book that I was able to publish was The Blueprint for Success, Guaranteed Steps to Achieving Anything. And I also have these 2 books out there for free. This Conquer the Year Ahead, Make Your Next 12 Months Your Best Year Ever. You can get it for free. You can also get the Ultimate Cover Letter Guide, 101 sample cover letters for all professions to help you be able to write the perfect cover letter. As we start, I have 2 questions for you. And this is what will set the basis for the rest of the conversation. And I really want you to take your time and post the answer yes in the chat. My first question is, will you let me be your coach? In the next 1 hour, will you allow me to be your mentor, to be your coach, to guide you? If you're giving me permission, I want you to drop in the chat and say yes, because this is what will set us up for a great session. Charlene, you're saying this is great. Thank you very much. Do you give me permission to be your coach? If so, say yes. Charlene, I can see the yeses. Rose, Ruth, so you're saying yes. Blessing, say yes. Christine, saying yes. Okay, good. I can see yes. Permission granted. I like this. The second question I also want to ask is, will you allow me to tell you the truth, the hard truth, even if that is not what you want to hear? If so, say yes in the chat. Oh, I can see Charlene, you came back and you said yes. Thank you. And if you're saying yes to both questions, say yes. Yeah, just like Paulina, Daniel saying yes. If you're saying yes for both questions, will you allow me to be your coach? Will you allow me to tell you the truth, the hard truth, even if that is not what you want to hear? Please say yes in the chat. Talent, you're saying yes. Thank you very much. Oh, that is yes. Another yes here. Yes, of course. Thank you very much. I can see you giving me permission. James Oba, you're saying yes. There we go. Blessing, saying yes. Oh, thank you very much. I can see also Mary. Why is it disappearing too? Mary saying yes. I can see someone else. Okay, good. I like the energy. I like the fact that you've given me permission. So let's get straight to it. Oh, even someone put it in bold. I don't know how you do that, Manjiko, but you say yes. Thank you very much to have you, Charlene. Oh, I can stay here forever. So let's continue with this training. And to help you get this, let me share with you my job search story. Back in 2011, when I cleared my schooling, I started looking for a job. 2009, not 11, yeah. And I was lucky because after 1 year or so, I was able to get my first real job, and I was blessed. That is 1 year. According to the Bureau of Statistics, it takes about 3 4 to 5 years for someone straight from college, someone from was they graduated to get a job. I stayed for 1 year and it felt like forever. I really empathize with those people who stayed 3, 4, 5 years without a job. It's not easy. But once I found or got my first job, something interesting happened. Over the next 1 year, I got invited to over 10 interviews. This is almost an interview every month. But the party was not securing these jobs. But then 2011 came and I said, I must seize this moment. It was a teaching position in an international school here in Nairobi, Kenya. At that particular point, I was working under the Computer for Schools project in Siaya, setting up computer schools. And I said, I want to come back and teach this. This is like my dream job. And when I look back, I would say that is when I started crafting this thing called the Badass Pro Skills. Because how does it work? You apply for as many jobs as possible. If you're lucky, you get invited for an interview. If the interviewers like you, they give you the job. It might not be your dream job, but because you don't have a job, you pick the job anyway. But with Badass Pro Skills, these are tried and tested techniques that will give you predictable results. Like you're sure, if I do this, I'll get this. If I do this an interview, I'll get the job. And I'll give you the details on how it works. It did not only work for me. Maybe you don't want to become a teacher like me, but it has worked for other people. Take a look at this email here I got from Alexander, who was saying, thank you. I attended a career presentation last time. This Monday, I was interviewed for the position of liaison officer, Kenya Airways. And Wednesday this week, I got the job. It worked for him. It can equally work for you. In the next 40 minutes now, I want to divert these two main secrets to you. Number one, how to triumph over more qualified and experienced candidates. And number two, I'll share with you a secret on how to negotiate a 6-figure salary. But just for fun, I like playing this game. I would want to ask you, imagine we do not have enough time for both secrets, and I have just to teach you one. Which one would you really want to know? Assuming that we do not have time for both of these secrets and you have to take one. Which one would you go for? I want you to put a one or two. One or two. Is it number one, how to triumph over more qualified and experienced candidates? Is it number two, how to negotiate a 6-figure salary? I want to see which one is the most popular one here. Which one would you really want to know? Is it number one, how to triumph over more? Oh, they have started. Ruth, you're saying number one. Then Zena, number one. Okay, Ruth, did I get yours? Yes. Eunice, you're saying number one. I can see Judith, you're going for number one. Okay, number one is getting a lead here. Alex, number one. I can see Viola, number one. Number one. Purity, you go for number one. Who else here? User there, number one. Christy, number one. Okay, number one is number one. Oh, at least I saw number two. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I saw number two there. Someone else going for number two. Was that? Okay. Very quickly they're going. Yeah, at least we have some people who want to go for number two, number one, but number one is very popular. And Charlene, you want to go for number two? Okay, I like that. But anyway, we have time for both secrets, so don't worry. I like the fact that most people want to know about number one, so I will start with number one and we'll still go to number two. Don't worry, we have enough time to be able to do that. So secret number one, how do you triumph over more qualified and experienced candidates? Remember, I told you I used to work in Siaya back, western side of Kenya. An opportunity came in Nairobi, an international school. I went for that interview, and after that interview, I was so sure that I was going to get that job. And the next day, I traveled back. As sure as hell, I received a call at around 10, 11-ish, mid-morning. I was walking toward my house, and the call came in. I remember very well, vividly, where I was walking. It was a lady. She called me and told me, Daniel, thank you very much for coming for the interview yesterday. We are here to inform you that we are offering you the job. I almost jumped out of excitement in the middle of the road. And that was like my dream come true. Then later on, that afternoon, something a little bit depressing happened because I received a call from the same lady, but this time around, she was telling me that they were withdrawing the job offer. I got confused and I asked, why is that so? She told me, you are the best interviewee. We took your name to the board, but they rejected it because this is a recruitment for a new campus. We want a teacher with experience teaching in an international school, someone with experience, at least taking students through the international exam, that is IGCSE. I said, wait a minute. I had none of this experience. I had none of this qualification, and yet I was the best interview. How did I beat these other people who were more qualified and more experienced than me? I'll tell you this. You need these three things the moment you get into that interviewing room. You have 3 seconds to showcase these 3 things. Number 1, you should show them that you are as sharp as a tack, mentally acute, clever, intelligent, mentally alert. You have your eyes on the ball. Within the first 3 seconds, you should be able to show them that you are as enthusiastic as hell, showing and having great excitement in this job, in this company, and in that specific role that you're interviewing for. And number 3, you should be able to show them that you are an expert. You're knowledgeable, you have the skills in that area. That is a challenge you have. Within 3 seconds, you should have these 3 things off the bat, showing them sharp as a tack, enthusiastic as hell, and you are an expert. You might be sitting there and asking, how do I do this? Is it possible? I want to tell you, yes, it is very much possible. And if you are able, this is a learnable skill. That is the good thing about it. And you can be able to learn this skill. And once you learn, you can be able to execute it anytime. Look at this. These are people just like you who learned and they were able to execute. Brian sent me an email saying, I'm grateful for your services. I would like to give you feedback. Your CV helped me get 5 interviews, 3 finance assistant position and 2 finance officer position. Lucky enough, I managed to secure the finance officer job. I'm starting in January. It can equally happen to you. Look at this. Chef Krui sent me this email saying, hello Daniel, thank you for always sharing how to answer questions in an interview. In the beginning of this year, I secured a job that I have been dreaming, a dream job, yeah, to be a registry officer. And now I am one. Thank you and be blessed. Another happy customer. Yeah, email from Jane saying, thank you guys for writing my CV in a professional way. I secured myself a job within a few months. I'm happy for the result. My current employer was so pleased by my CV in such a way I cannot explain. I went for 4 interviews and still emerged the best. Thank you guys. It can equally happen to you. It happened to these people. Probably these are some of the questions you have at the back of your mind. And I actually picked some of the questions you sent me previously. The question is, how long does it take for me to get to that level of proficiency, to learn these skills, to be able to do this? Yeah. I can see a comment here saying your screen is not invisible, please. Is that true for everyone? Is it that you can't be able to see the screen? If so, just drop me a chat so that I know if I'm doing the right thing. Can you see the screen? Let me know, yeah? So that I don't proceed. I'm still checking your comments. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jacinta, for bringing that. Can everyone see my screen or it's only Jacinta? Let me know. If you can see, just say, can see, we are okay. Let's move on. I like getting feedback. The screen is not good. Okay, so you can't see my screen. Let me do this then. Thank you for that. I will try again. I can see the screen. Okay, someone says they can see the screen. So I'm not sure. Are we good now? I can see the screen. Yes. Yes, I can see the screen. I can see the screen. I can see it. Okay, not clear. Probably people on YouTube. Is it people on YouTube who are having that challenge? Oh, someone now on YouTube saying, yes, I can see. I can see that is Amy. Okay, good. Yes, I can see the screen. Okay, that is good enough. I think we are good to go. But thank you very much for giving me feedback. Yeah. No, we're saying now we are good. We are good. So the question somebody asked me was, how long does it take? I want to tell you this. This is a job market. You are paid for the value that you bring into the market, and it takes time for you to build that value. Unfortunately, you are not compensated for the time. You are compensated for the value. So make sure that you are able to show the value. Second thing, how about office politics? I can tell you office politics is not going anywhere, but I can teach you how you can use office politics to your advantage, because it is something that you can learn. It is a learnable skill again, how you can be able to do that. The other thing I also want to say is, how can I convince the management that I am due for promotion, that I can take up more responsibility, that I'm the right candidate? I will tell you this, yeah? It's very difficult for you to convince somebody. It's very difficult to change people's mind. But I can teach you how you can influence the management to pick you, because influence is a learnable skill, and I think that is what you need to have. The other thing I also want to say is that this is the other question I got. Do I need to quit my job? Most of the time, no, you don't need to quit your job. The opportunities probably are right where you are. But if you have to quit your job, there are certain red flags. Once we see them, I advise you, yes, you need to quit your job. The other thing is it possible for me? Good question. Yes, it is possible for you. You have seen it has worked for Brian, it has worked for Chef Kuru, it has worked for Alexander, it can equally work for you. So it is, yes, very much possible. And I want you to say this with a lot of conviction. And I'm saying it, that it is possible to triumph over more qualified candidates and more experienced candidates. Yes, it is possible. And I want you to repeat this after me. Yeah, let me just pull myself closer here. And I want you to say this. Let us say this together. If you're in a place you can say it out loud, please say it out loud. If you can't, people around you will think you're going cuckoos. Just say it in your heart and be convinced when you say it. Let's say it together. It is possible to triumph over other candidates who are more qualified and experienced. And I totally believe that. And I hopefully that you also believe that. Right? Moving on. Okay. Before I go to secret number 2, yeah, let me pause here and ask, are we okay? Are you finding value out of this session? Are you feeling motivated? Are you feeling inspired? Are you feeling like thankfully that you are able to take time to join me? But then let me know in the chat, how are you feeling? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling motivated? Are you feeling inspired? Good to go? You're thankful that you actually took time to join this training rather than doing something else? At least I want to know in the chat, how are you feeling? How is it so far? Yeah, as I told you, I'll keep on checking on you. This is a live training. Yes, it is engaging. Even if you're watching the replay, just come in and type in the comments so that I want to know how you're feeling, how you're enjoying it, you're learning something. I can see people saying yes, somebody's saying hey, motivated or inspired. Joel, so we are good. I can see Eunice, you're saying motivated. Charity is inspired. Who else? Yes, yeah, I can see Martin saying we are good. Who else is here? Motivated. I feel good. That is Christina Koth. I'm happy to hear Geoffrey motivated. Mary motivated. Oh, thank you very much. I like to see that you are getting it. You're motivated, you're learning, you're getting inspired, and I'm about to share more and more. So don't go away. I'm happy to see that you're getting value. You are grateful you're not somewhere else, because I know you would have been somewhere else doing something else, but you decided to be here with me. Let me go to secret number 2 here, which is about how do you negotiate a 6-figure salary? Because being paid well is also part of this matrix. I don't believe in being happy and again in a job and you're not being compensated for the services. When I was researching about this section, I came across this study done by JobVite, and what they showed, and I want to interpret these figures for you. Yeah, I can see 84% of salary negotiations always results to higher pay. You know what that means? Is that if you try to negotiate your salary today, chances of you getting it is very high for 84%. But then the next piece of data or statistic almost made me feel depressed, because only 14% of employees actually negotiated salary in their current job. In other words, people wait to negotiate for their salary when they are going for an interview outside the organization. And I want to know here, by the way, have you ever tried to negotiate salary in your current job? If so, say yes. If not, just say no. If you have ever tried, let us know, did it work on well or not? So you can say yes and say good, bad, positive, negative. The question is, have you ever tried to negotiate salary in your current job? I want you to comment saying yes or no. If your answer is yes, you can add another line and say it was positive or negative, it was good, it was bad. Let me see what you have to say. Bianca Chibet, you're saying good work, sir. I'm really motivated. Thank you very much. Manu saying no, they have never tried. Abdul, you're saying yes, you tried. Was it good or bad? I can see a no, I can see no, I can see yes or motivated. Geoffrey, you have never tried. Amir, never tried. Okay, it is very hard work. See that no. So I can see a bigger number of people. Here is another one. Yes, but it did work. Martin, you're in a good place. I'm about to show you how to do that. Right? I can see Amos Peace, you're saying yes. So was it good or bad? You're doing a nice job, motivated. Thank you. Okay, I can see a no here. Okay, a mixture. No, yes. Yes, but not good. No, never tried. Another one, never tried. Okay, so I can see here a balance Most people haven't tried, and those who have tried, it didn't work. I'm going to give you tips on how you can try next time and it will work. So that is the next slide that I want to show you, or the next thing. Yeah. To start with, I would say this: anyone who is confident enough to try usually succeeds. So when it comes to salary negotiation, it's all about confidence and trying things out. If you don't try out, unfortunately, you will never get. The thing is, if you don't try, you will continue being in the same place. You better try, and the answer being no, and you return to where you are, or you can try and get a yes and go higher. So anyone who's confident enough to try usually succeed. The next thing, these are the 3 tips I want you to have in mind. The first one, it might be simple. You might be wondering, is it a tip really? The thing is, you need to know the salary that you want before you start negotiating. Yeah. And yes, I can see, yeah, I've seen edit your comment here. Yes, though I was told to wait for appraisal. When you get to the appraisal, I'll show you what you do. Number one, you need to know how much you want, the figure. Don't go for an interview. As I interview people and tell them, how much do you want? They say, I want more. How much is more? You know, I don't know. You are earning 50,000, I give you 50,000 and a shilling on top. Isn't that more? Do you understand what I don't understand? Be very clear what you want. And it's not just a random figure saying, I want 150, I want 200,000, I want 270,000. You should be very clear on this figure. And this figure should be based on your value. It should be based on your worth. So the big question here is, do you really know your worth? Do you really know your value? Because once you know it, it's very easy for you to negotiate for a higher salary. And the other thing I also want to say, once you know your value, then it is your responsibility to make the company realize your value. Don't assume that they know. Yeah. Each and every one of us are so much focused on themselves, and you think people are thinking about you. No. Bring all and any evidence that you have to support your value and say, this is my value. This is my meaningful contribution. This is my worthwhile. Do you know that? And this, when you change the conversation to be value-based, you just changed the math. You just changed, because when you come here and say, I've been here for the last 10 years. What have you been doing for us for the last 10 years? Have you been the liability, or have you been the asset for the last 10 years? So that is a very key thing that you really need to consider. The other thing, tip number 3, you need to have comparables for you to be able to justify any higher salary. The question is, do you know how much someone like you, in your experience, with the kind of skills you have in your industry, do you know how much they should be paid? Because if you don't have these comparables, sometimes very difficult for you to justify that higher salary. I want you to take a look at this email I got from Julius. He told me, greetings this evening. I am writing to appreciate your work. It is barely 2 months after I used your reviewed CV. I'm glad that I have landed 2 jobs. I have taken the one I prefer. I'm working towards completing my course, M&E, that is monitor evaluation course we offer here at Career Point Solutions. You are the best. Yours sincerely, Julius. Another interesting email here. Yeah, I bit long, but I can just pull it in a little bit. And I want just quick. This is what Lawrence said. I am happy to inform you that after you guys reviewed my resume, I received 3 different calls for interviews within a span of 24 hours. Within a span of 1 week, I attended all the interviews, and fortunate enough, I secured all the 3 jobs. This was after a pregnant search for a job for 1 whole year. I only had the difficult task choosing which one to go for, but eventually I opted for one and politely and professionally declined the other 2. Thanks a great deal, and please convey my gratitude to your entire team. Yours sincerely, Lawrence. I have a question for you, and I want you to be very honest and put it in a chat below. Yeah. If you get 2, 3, 4 job offers and you have to pick one job and you have to let go the other, what criteria will you use to decide what to go for? I want you to put 1 word or 2 in the chat. I want you to think about it. You have 1 job, 2 jobs here. You have to pick one and let go the other. What will make you decide that I'll go for this one and I'll let go the other? And I want you to be frank. If you're frank, I will call you out. If you're just being modest, I will also call you out. What do you think this guys actually decided to pick based on the experience? I like Nora, you're talking about growth. Okay, this is good, but I would say you're still being modest. What is the real factor that people go for? Harrison Dennis, you nailed it. You talk about highest pay. Yes, Christine is about salary. I can see Eunice, you're talking about pay, work-life balance. You nailed it on both, and I'm about to show you here some statistic. And most people make that decision based on the salary. And guess what? There's nothing wrong with that. You make that decision based on salary, and it is okay. It's only that we have been brought up in a society, whenever we talk about money, we are looked at as materialistic. Because look at this. Oh, now I can see that they are coming. Depending on the environment, benefits, expanding, salary, turnover, salary, perks. Oh, this is good. It's all about the money, and there's nothing wrong with that. Because a study actually was done, and they found out that the most important consideration in accepting a new job offer, people said it is about compensation. 49%. And I'm here to tell you it's okay to make that decision based on the salary. And 33% is about personal development or professional development. I saw somebody talk about growth. I saw someone talk about opportunity for growth. Yes, and somebody talked about work-life balance. 29%. And we'll talk more about that. Yeah, it is very, very important. Can I really get that? I think they're still coming. There was one here. Who was it? Anyway, it might be difficult for me to be able to get. Oh, it was Ruth. You nailed it. Salary and work-life balance. I like this because it's like you had already seen my presentation or this research before, and that it is still very much okay. Let me tell you this. It is possible to negotiate for higher salary and get it. And I'm really convinced about that. And I want you to repeat that after me, just the way we did the first one. Let me pull it here. And I want us to say it together with a lot of conviction. If you can say it out loud, please say it. If not, just say it quietly, but you're convinced and convicted that it is possible to negotiate for a higher salary and get it. Very much possible. And I want you to get that as a truth for yourself. Probably you're asking this question, how do I network with the right people? Good question, because according to LinkedIn, 85% of high-paying jobs are gotten through networking. You should be able to network with people because through network, jobs are gotten, yeah? What matters most, is it experience or qualification? Okay. When I see this question, this is where, remember I said I'll be telling you the truth, the hard truth, even if it's not what you want to hear. Yeah. When I hear this kind of question, this is someone who does not want to take responsibility of their own action and where they are at. And they're looking for a scapegoat. You know why? Because when I say qualification is the most important thing, they're like, yeah, I'm not getting this job because I'm not qualified. I don't have a degree. I don't have a master's. When you say experience is the most important thing, they'll be like, oh, I'm not getting this job because I've not worked before. Where do they expect me to get the experience? I want to tell you this. None is more important than the other. What is more important is what you have. If you have the experience, use that to your advantage. If you have the qualification, use that to your advantage. Stop focusing on what you don't have. Hope you get that right, yeah? I can get a little bit out of shape, but I'll tell you the truth, even if that is not what you want to hear. I'm here to coach you, to guide you. That is my job. How do you balance work and personal life? I think Ruth also brought that up, yeah? It's very important for you to think about how do you balance work and your own personal life. And especially in these high-paying jobs, the higher you go, the more is expected from you. And you need to be very deliberate in terms of how do you spend your time? How do you take care of your own self? So very important consideration to think about. Am I young? Am I too old? Okay, again, same concept. Stop escaping from the real issue. Stop running away from taking responsibility. Because I'm in a conference, I finish, a lady comes and tells me, oh, I think I'm not getting this job because I'm so old. The same time, a young man comes and tells me, I think I'm not getting this job because I'm too young. I don't have the experience. I say, stop looking for an excuse. There's nothing which is more important than the other. If you're young, use that to your advantage. There are entry-level jobs that need people who are young. If you're old, use that to your advantage. There are big jobs which are out there that need people with experience. Don't think about yourself old, but I look at it as experience. So that is more important than the other. Take a look at this email here, yeah? I got from Bill Shan, and this is what he said, yeah? I recently landed my first consultancy with a few Kenya. After heading to a well laid out quote unquote youth friendly advice. What do I gather? This is a gentleman who's older than me, but he decided to follow my advice. It got him the result. Did it matter my age? No. Results is the name of the game, not the age. How do I measure, track, and evaluate my progress? Now, it really pains me when I see someone 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the road, only for them to realize they picked the wrong career direction. And you can avoid this. I'll share with you later on tools that you can use to track and evaluate your progress. You should take charge of your career. How do I fix myself in the succession plan? Yes, our company has a succession plan. The same concept I talked about, influence. You can influence yourself through to the succession plan, because they'll be wondering, how did this person get here? But because since influence is a learnable skill, you get it. What are the qualities of a person who is worth 6 figures? Oh, good question. I'm about to share with you these qualities. There are actually 6 of them. They are an acronym. They make the word badass. I'll talk about it shortly, and I'll let you know how. Then somebody asked, how do I get started? Oh, someone is already excited. They want to get started. Very good. I'm about to give you the details in a short while, so don't worry. But before I share with you the details, I have one simple question for you. If I show you exactly how to get your dream job, do you believe that you can get to a job with the NGOs and the UN? If so, drop in the chat and say, yes, I believe. By the way, this is very important. Do you believe you can get it? And I want you to say, don't just say yes, type in, yes, I believe. If I show you exactly how to get your dream job, do you believe that you can get a job with the NGOs and the UN? If so, say, yes, I believe. Thank you. Manu, you're the first one to say, I believe. And I'll wait to see people. I can see someone saying, yes. I want you to say, yes, I believe. Yes, because once you believe, it starts with a belief. I can see someone else, yes, I believe. Wanda, I can see, yes, Sakala saying, yes, I believe. Thank you very much. Someone else saying, yes, I believe. By the way, if you don't believe, there's very little I can do for you. It starts by you believing. Jael saying, yes, I believe. Nancy, yes, I believe. Fatma, Seda, is it Fatna? Ahmed, yes, I believe. Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe. Thank you. If you don't believe, there's very little I can do for you. And I want you to actually believe. Because if you believe, and I teach you the things I'm about to teach you, it will be so easy for you. Wanjiko Eunice, yes, I believe. Thank you. I can see more people say, yes, I believe. Paul Mwangi say, yes, I believe. Abdul, yes, I believe. Yes, I believe. Oh, this is moving. And this is what I like. When I see you moving, you believing, and seeing it being possible for you. This is the only game changer. I can do all my tricks, I can teach you, but if you don't believe, nothing. That's why I'm taking time. Harriet, I see, with the knowledge I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe. Thank you. Number 2, I believe. With it, yes, I believe. So let me show you exactly how to go about it. Yeah. So one of the programs that I run is called the Badass Pro program. And actually, I want to ask for your permission. Do you give me permission to take about 10 minutes of your time so that I can share with you about this program called the Badass Pro Skills, or the Badass Pro, I Define My Own Destiny, and how this program can help you get these jobs with the UN and international organization. If you give me permission, say yes, permission granted, or the shortest thing that you want to say. I'm actually asking for your permission. Is it okay for me to take about 10 minutes, tell you about this program called the Badass Pro, I Define My Own Destiny, and then after that we can proceed? Oh, I can see someone saying yes right away. Please give us permission granted. I can see yes, permission granted. Thank you. Somebody is saying yes, yes. Okay. Any another? Yeah, yes, permission granted. Thank you. So because I really value your time, so let me take the shortest time ahead. Eunice, you say go ahead. Thank you very much. 10 minutes, then I can be able to answer all your questions. I still think we are in good time. I'm very proud to say that I am a Badass Pro. You know why? Badass Pro. Badass is an acronym, and Pro stands for professional. So I'm a Badass Pro professional. I'm a Badass professional. Okay. What does Badass stand for? An individual who is bold, audacious, courageous. They will do what needs to be done to finish the job. An individual who is authentic. They are true to themselves. They are true to their own potential and their own skills. An authentic person. An individual who is driven. They have that inner motivation from within. They don't need to be supervised or constantly supervised. They have the inner motivation. An individual who is aggressive. In this world, nothing will be given to you. Even if it belongs to you, you need to go and grab what you believe to be yours. But not just being aggressive for nothing, but also assertive. That's a key thing. An individual who is skilled. Remember that question of what really matters most is experience or qualification. None of those. What really matters is skills. Because the biggest divide between those people who are successful in their careers and those who are not is the skills gap. You can get your skills from your experience, you can get your skills from your qualification, but without skills, you are nothing. And finally, an individual who is self-assured. They are confident of themselves. They know what they are capable of, and they live to their full potential. That is who we call a badass pro. If you join the program, this is our mantra. We say, I'm a badass pro. I define my own destiny. I create my own luck. I am confident, but not cocky. I'm quiet, but not silent. Competitive and aggressive. I take 100% responsibility. I never give up. That is who a badass pro is. Today, if you decide to join the Badass Pro program, what are you going to get? What we call the Badass Pro 6 weeks coaching program. The value is about 100,000. Now, there's a difference between a value and what it costs. So it doesn't cost 100,000, but that is the value that you'll get. And in the 6 weeks, this is what I will coach you on. Number one, how do you get started and become unstoppable? We will work on you so that you get motivated, you get enough inspiration for you to start working and become unstoppable. Week number two, we will get to help you to know your worth. Like, how much should you be paid? Right now, do you know how much you should be paid? Because once we know your worth, then we can build up your value. Week number three, we discuss with you how to build confidence and competence, because the two go hand in hand. The more competent you are, the more confidence you have. The more confidence you have, the more competent you are at your job. I had a quote by Marcus Garvey who said, in this race of my life, without confidence, you're twice defeated. Week number four, we talk to you how do you master communication, influence, and networking, because this is what, remember, networking, 85% of high-paying jobs are gotten through networking. Week five, I give you the tools that you need to track and evaluate your progress so that 5, 6, 10 years down the line, you don't find yourself in the wrong career direction. And week number six, my favorite, we go down in your specific case. How do you negotiate a 6-figure salary with your skills, with your experience, with your qualification? That is the Badass Pro Skills Coaching Program. Now, if you decide to join, you get the 6 weeks coaching program. And I also add one of our professional certification, 100% free. So these are the key professional certifications that we have. You get one: project management, project monitor evaluation, strategic management and leadership, and you also have fundraising and resource mobilization. You pick one of these, yeah? And because these are the qualifications that will help you get a job with the UN and United and international organization. Somebody's asking me, where are the UN jobs? They need people with skills in project management, project monitor evaluation. Once you get this kind of skills, you get your way with these jobs. On top of that, we give you the 6 weeks coaching. You get one of our professional certification, and you also get professional CV writing. You might be wondering, what is professional CV writing? There's a big difference between a CV and a professional CV. And I've seen most people with their CVs, which is just a documentation of where they went to school, where they have worked, a list of their responsibilities and their references. That's not a professional CV. A professional CV, on the other hand, is a document that you use to market yourself. I want you to think about any company. They have a new product or even an existing product or service. They will market it through radio, billboard, newspaper, TV, magazines, you name it. But you and me don't have the luxury of putting ourselves on a billboard, right? So what we use a professional CV. And we should be very clear, what is it that we are selling? Because we are selling our skills, our capabilities, our qualifications, and our experience to the employer. So how you put it down in paper, it is very, very important. According to a very famous study, it is said that it takes about 6 seconds before a hiring manager decides if they're going to read through your CV or not. Does your CV pass the 6-second test? This is what most CVs look like. This is a CV for a gentleman called Daniel. I can see Kenyan, married, date of birth. I want to give you 6 seconds. Just look at this CV. Can you be able to figure out what this person can be able to do? Because that's a question the hiring manager is asking. What can this person do? If we give this person benefit of doubt and we say, let's look at his career objectives. Now, I've picked several career objectives, probably from your CV, because I've seen so many CVs, and this is what I've seen. And I want you to ask yourself, does your CV objective resemble the ones that I'm about to show you in tone, in style, or even word for word? I am seeking employment with a company where I can grow professionally and personally. What can this person do? Again, remember, this statement here very selfish. You are thinking about yourself, not what you're bringing on board. You're telling them what you want to gain from them. I seek challenging opportunities where I can fully use my skills for the success of the organization. Good work, but still saying nothing. I want to succeed in a stimulus, challenging environment that will provide me with advancement opportunity. Good wording, but still saying nothing. I want to excel in this field with hard work, perseverance, dedication. By the way, if you have this section in your CV, the career objective, get rid of it, because it is not helping you to get a job in any way. On top of the 6 weeks coaching, you get professional certification, you get professional CV writing, you also get sample cover letters. Now, the value you're getting so far is about 205,000. Yeah. Let me try and explain what is a cover letter. A cover letter is a highly customized job application letter that matches that job description. Now, to help you understand that, I want you to take a look at this. This is a job description I picked, a random job description for people who are just, this is for an accountant. Again, just a minute, I can see this was saying not clear. Is it not clear? Someone saying on YouTube, it is not clear, please. I don't know what's up with technology today, but we will still proceed. Please let me know if we are good on YouTube. Are we good or not? Can you see the screen before I make any changes? Let me check. Then we can always come back. Please give me feedback. Again, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, you're on LinkedIn, can you see, is the screen clear? Are we good to go? Do I need to make some changes? As that comes, okay, I can see people saying permission granted, permission granted. Okay, let me stop sharing and try once more. Technology will not bring us down. We will still be able to do this training. Okay, good. I think I've stopped. We're back. Good on YouTube. Okay, there is someone saying good on YouTube. It is clear. It is clear. Okay, thank you. YouTube clear. We're clear. YouTube is X. Now are we back? Magnify it a bit. Okay. Thank you for the feedback. Technology will not bring us down. We are clear. I like that. Okay, let's move on. So, somebody said magnified a bit. I think this is the best I can get. A little bit, yeah. So this is a job description for an accountant, and if you're to work in this company, this will be the responsibility. You will need to review and establish proper accounting systems. You will need to support budget and focusing activity. You will need to do liaison with internal and external auditor. If this really describes you, then somewhere in your cover letter, you should have a statement that reads, I have the ability to review and establish proper accounting systems. In my previous employment at ABC, I was involved in liaising with internal and external auditors, such that if someone reads this statement, they can easily say, yes, this is what we are looking for. Yeah, there's nothing wrong picking words from the job description and using them in your cover letter, because that is how you are able to show your value. So far, you're getting 6 weeks of coaching. You're getting one of our professional certification, professional CV writing, sample cover letters, LinkedIn profile guide. As in this day and age, you cannot be here looking for a job and you haven't optimized your LinkedIn profile. You know why? Because headhunters, recruiters, and all these companies are on LinkedIn and they are searching you on LinkedIn. How are they seeing your profile on LinkedIn? I would want to see. I know that we have several people here on LinkedIn who are on LinkedIn here. If you're on LinkedIn, just say hi, and I can even check out your profile and see how it is. But quickly, How does your LinkedIn profile look? Because on LinkedIn, this is where NGOs, recruiters are spending their time. And if you don't optimize your profile, you will be missing out on so many opportunities. The other thing with LinkedIn, the job starts searching for you rather than you searching for the jobs. Because if I want you to take a look at this. Actually, I don't want even to talk more. Take a look at this email I got from Salim. Yeah, I can see so many highs. Yeah, people saying they are on LinkedIn, you're on LinkedIn. Okay, good. Look at this email. Salim told me, "Hey Daniel, I would like to thank you for your LinkedIn profile guide service. After your guidance on how to make my LinkedIn account look more professional, I have been approached by a potential employer and I am due for an interview on Wednesday this week." Yes, Wajiko, I can see you following us on LinkedIn. Yeah, you can see this gentleman here got a job, even if they were not looking for a job. And needless to say, this gentleman got a job. Yes, I can see so many highs. Thank you for being on LinkedIn. But how does your LinkedIn profile look like? Yeah. Here's another email. Not an email. This is a post I saw on LinkedIn. I had nothing to do with it, but I asked Rosaline for her permission to use this post, and she said, "Yes, go ahead." This is what she posted. And she said, "I posted my very first LinkedIn post to market myself for a job. I wasn't really sure whether it would work, but I wasn't really sure I would eventually have a positive outcome from this, but I kept my head up high. Got called for interviews almost every day of the week last week, and this yielded me a job. Yes, guys, I have a job now." There we go. LinkedIn works, and you need to know how it works. Yeah, let me take some water. How does your profile on LinkedIn? So that's why we're giving you a LinkedIn profile. Now, on top of that, you get 6 weeks coaching, you get professional CV writing, you get professional certification, sample cover letters, LinkedIn profile guide, and we top it up with interview coaching. Because I believe one of the secrets to getting a job is understanding how do you handle yourself in an interview. Like 99.99% of the interviews you go for, the first question would be, "Tell us about yourself." Do you know how to answer that question? Because how you answer it will set the pace for the rest of the interview. And once you have that question, how does you expect? Why should we hire you? What makes you the best candidate? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? How much should we pay you? The big question everybody wants to know. So I really want you to think about how do you answer a question in an interview. So this is the whole package. You get 6 weeks of coaching, professional certification, sample cover letters, LinkedIn profile guide, interview coaching, all this. And the value you get about 210,000. But that is not the cost. So how are you going to do it? You know right now what being a badass pro is. I want to ask you a question. Are you ready to become a badass pro? If you're ready in the chat, say, "Yes, I am ready." Are you ready to become a badass pro? That bold, authentic, driven, aggressive, skilled, and self-assured professional. Are you ready? If you're ready, say yes in the chat. "Yes, I'm ready." You can see Anthony is saying yes. Are you ready to become a badass pro? Gabriel is saying, "Yeah, we're clear on YouTube. Thank you very much for the feedback." I can see here, "Yes, I'm ready." Orchid, "Yes, I am ready." Oh, let's go. I can see someone else say, "Yes, I am ready." Thank you. More and more people are saying, "I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready. Lucy Adong, you're ready. If I don't pick yours, don't worry. They're coming at a very high pace. This person, Gary, you are ready. Everybody is ready. And I like this. I like this. So let's us get to it. How do you get started? Now, I had 2 choices when I was thinking, how much should I cost this program? The first option was to go cheap and get as many people as possible. I said, "Oh, this sounds well, as many people as possible." But then the other option I had was to ask for a slightly higher investment, and this will mean I will dedicate more time and effort to guarantee your success. Rather than have 100 people joining and I'm not able to deliver, I rather have 10 people, but then I'm looking for about 10 people to join this program. That means I will dedicate more time, more effort, and I can be able to guarantee your success. So this program is going to cost only 24,999 Kenya shillings. This means you get a 6 weeks coaching, professional CV writing, sample cover letter, LinkedIn profile guide, and interview coaching. Or if you're international, to make it easy, it is only $249, and you can pay in 3 installments through PayPal or Visa, any card you have. Let me just also mention this. Absolutely no excuse for you not to take action, because there's a 100% money back guarantee. If you join this program and within the first 30 days you don't get exactly what I've said you will get, let me know. No question asked, we will fund back your money. Now, you have two choices now that I've showed you this. The first option is to do nothing and not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free. And the second option you have is to be open-minded. Take up this small investment in yourself today and give it a shot. Out of these two options, my question to you is, what is going to be easier for you? This time around, don't drop it in the chat, just have it at the back of your head. I learned this, that it takes about 24 hours. If you learn a ton like you have learned today, and you don't take any action within the next 24 hours, chances of you taking action thereafter drops almost to zero. And taking action does not mean just signing up from the program. Like, you need to look at your LinkedIn profile. How does it look? Look at your CV. How do I answer a question in an interview? All those things that we have mentioned here. At least promise me tomorrow, a time like this, you will be able to have taken action based on what we have shared. This world and in this training, we have two types of people. Those who, I would say, get an opportunity to change their lives. They actually see and believe, they believe and agree with everything that I'm sharing with you. They can see how it is applicable in their lives, and guess what? They still do nothing about it. Another type of people are those who take action and define their own futures. So the question is, which type are you? Those who do nothing, or those who take action and define their own future? Which type are you? Don't drop it in the chat, just have it at the back of your head. So I want to answer all your questions, but if you want to get in touch with me, my email is daniel@careerpoint.co.ke. If you want to know more about the Badass Pro program, just go to careerpoint.co.ke/Badass. Whoa. Before I leave, I have a special thing I want to say this. If you join us now, as I'm answering this question, we have about before top of the hour, about 30 minutes or so. Yeah. If you join us now and pay at least the first installment, you will be able to get the 6 weeks coaching. You'll get all the 4 certification. So you can just make that first deposit of 9,999. If you're in Kenya, that is the till number 715732, and you'll be able to get the 6 weeks coaching and also get all the 4 certification. Yes, if you're international, just pay that first deposit through your card. You can use PayPal, you can use Visa card, credit card. Just make the 9,999 and you get all the 6. First of all, you join the Badass Pro program, and then I will give you all these 4 certification: professional certification, project management, project monitoring evaluations, strategic management and leadership, fundraising and resource mobilization. Only for those people who take action right now, tonight, before we close it in the next 30 minutes or so. This offer is open until, also I've not finished. On top of that, I'll give you t-shirts. I'll give you t-shirts and notebooks written, "I'm a Badass Pro." Let me just pull this and show you those people who take action right now. There's a t-shirt here awaiting you. Where is it? Yes, there we go, saying "I'm a Badass Pro." On top of the t-shirt, I will also give you a notebook written, "I am a Badass Pro." On an evening like this, these people decided to take action and they say they want to be part of this program. This here, you can see Helen all the way in Kitui, Eunice in Bungoma, Scholastica in Kikuyu. This is Wilfred in Kiambu. I can see more people who have joined. Clara in Nairobi West. This one is in Kigeri, I think. Miriam, Margaret in Gatondo, Francis in Mombasa, and I can tell you more and more people joining this program. This is your opportunity for you to join and start taking action to get all these benefits: 6 weeks coaching, professional CV writing, sample cover letters, LinkedIn profile guide, interview coaching, all this. If you're in Kenya, just go to Lipa na M-Pesa, till number 715732. And if you're international, you can just go to this address here and follow the instructions. Go pay with your card, Visa card, credit card, whichever card it is, you will be accepted. So you can just make the first deposit of 9,999. And I was saying this, that this program is I'm opening it up until Monday, or not Sunday midnight, because we want to start off on Monday. So if you pay tomorrow, it's okay. If you pay on Saturday, Monday, Sunday, it's okay. But you'll only get one professional certification. But if you pay right now, you'll get all the four. Yeah. Let me see some question. If there are some question. Okay, good. No question in the chat, so I'll just proceed. Let me say this. I still have a lot to teach you, so don't leave yet. Yeah. Let me show you, share with you this. I learned this from Warren Buffett. He said the best investment you can ever have is to invest in yourself. You know why? Because that is where you will get the highest return on investment. It is said that for every shilling, for every dollar you invest in yourself, it will give you back 30 shillings, $30. That is a 3,000% return on investment. Where else can you get such return on investment? Real estate? No. Stock market? No. But only when you invest in yourself. And this is your opportunity to invest in yourself. I learned this from Warren. This is Brian Tracy. Brian Tracy taught me the 10-10 rule. And how it goes is that you need to take 10%. We are brought up in a society where we take 10% of our income and we tithe it. I put it to you. Why not take another 10% of your income and invest it in yourself? Tithe it to yourself. Use it to grow your own personal development, because this is where you will get the highest return on investment. And this is your opportunity to invest yourself. Go join the program. It's only 9,999. Even it's international, do 9,999. Get all the 4 certifications. So 6 weeks coaching, 4 certification, professional CV writing, sample cover letters, LinkedIn profile guide, all this. Okay, good. I can see a question here. Do you take Bukuru money for those who are outside Kenya? Okay, I know about Bukuru, but I can see how we can set it up. But for now, yes. I will still direct you. Go to this careerpoint.co.ke/badass. Just say sign up, and you will see a method where you can be able to sign up with your card. But I can be able to set it up and see if we can get the Bukuru. By the way, for more details, I don't want you to lose it. Just record my email, daniel@careerpoint.co.ke. I know we're in the process of getting Mukuru, but Mukuru is a good way. A local, I think it's in Africa. But for now, go there. Drop me an email. I'll give you the details on how you can be able to make the payment. And that was who? Taurai. I'm going to give you all the 4 courses. Drop me an email, then we can talk tomorrow. That's okay? Good one. Okay, let me see any other question. Is it an online program? Is it a one-on-one program or online? Okay, thank you very much. Now, here's the thing. The courses are online, so you will learn at your own pace. When it comes to the coaching, it is one-on-one, and it's a hybrid between online and virtual. So this is how it works. Every week, I give you content on our online platform. You will read, you'll see some videos, you'll do some homework, and at the end of the week, we meet for a one-on-one session. Yeah, live or through Zoom. Most people will do it through Zoom. Then we coach you, because career direction is very different for each person. So Beatrice, thank you very much for that question. But if you're interested, make that first deposit. I'll be able to secure all the 4 courses for you. I'm looking forward to seeing you on Bogo. And away, if you make the payment, just drop in the chat and let me know that you have paid. Okay, I'm being told there's 1 person, 2 people who have already taken the action, which is good. Let me see if there are any questions. Someone is asking this now. Can we pick and drop the professional certification we need? Yes, you can pick. But the thing is, I'm giving you these courses, the certification, as a free gift. Actually, if you are to pick each certification, it costs about 30,000 Kenya shillings or $300 for each course. But here you're getting them as a bonus. And remember, if you pay tomorrow or later, you will only get 1. But if you take action right now, like the 2 people, I'll confirm who that is, you'll be able to get all the 4. So it's a gift I'm giving it to you. Let me just say this, so that you can get this point very clear. Now, this is an email here I got from a lady called, let me remove this so that we can read this. Lucy Jogo. This is what she said. Dear Daniel, I cannot be grateful enough for the Badass Pro training that came with professionally made CV and sample cover letters. In a span of 2 months, I have managed to get 4 interviews from very reputable international NGOs such as ILRI, One Acre, among others. With my new CV and cover letter samples that I customized to suit various positions, I am now confident to apply for jobs in the UN agencies, and honestly, I am hopeful and confident that that is my next employer. For quite a long, I hadn't been receiving interview invitation. It is no longer the case anymore. Thanks a lot, and God bless you for the good work and always being ready to help. That is the kind of results you get when you decide to join this Badass Pro program. You can't get this anywhere else. Here is another email from a lady called Celestine. As you can see, this is 2 months ago, 3rd of August this year. She sent me this email telling me, Dear Daniel, trust this mail finds you well. I'm back to say a big thank you. After I did my Badass Pro program, and with your guidance, I applied for a job where everyone was discouraging me that that job is demanding. Are you sure you'll be shortlisted? etc. But the confidence I had was out of this world. I went ahead and applied. We were 30. The second interview, we were 10. I emerged the best candidate and finally got the job with a 6-figure salary. To me, it is a blessing, and I will recommend the Badass Pro program. Thank you once more, and be blessed. These are the kind of results you will get, and I can assure you, you will get this kind of results. Don't waste your time. How would you feel if this time next year you're debt free, you're living in your own dream home and planning your next vacation? This is only possible if you decide to take action right now. If you're here in Kenya, just go Lipa na M-Pesa, pay bill, till number is 715732. Get all the 4 certifications. If you're international, you can pay through PayPal. Just make that first deposit of 9,999 through PayPal card. So just go to careerpoint.co.ke/badass. And once you do that, follow the instruction, you can be able to make the payment. And if you make the payment, I will be able to get it from here. Oh, I can see some people have paid already through PayPal. Let me see. Yes, good. I have seen. Is it Malope? I've received your payment. Good through PayPal. So far about 3 people on board. This is good. We'll be able to. Oh, more people on M-Pesa. Yeah, this is nice. So let me answer any questions that you might be having here. Question: can someone talk to you directly via online? Yes, you can talk to me directly. After this session, in the next, let's say 5 minutes, I will close this session. I'm going to give you a Zoom link where you can have one-on-one. We can have a one-on-one right now in the next, let's say 5 or 10 minutes. So hang on in there. That is Martin. And anyone who is interested, you have a very specific question, you want to ask me live, you want to confirm your live, I'll be sharing with you the Zoom details right now in a short while. Are we good? Then you can join me Zoom. We talk right now. Yes? Oh, good to hear that. Please share your email. That is Joseph. This is my email address, daniel@careerpoint.co.ke. Another question here. Maybe you're saying you're ready. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the program. Is there any other question? So let me finish the training. I have like a few things I want to share with you in the next 10 minutes. So don't go anywhere. I want you to join me on Zoom right now. I can answer all the other questions if you want us to talk one-on-one. I learned this from Warren Buffett. No, this is Gibran. He said, don't evaluate something based on how much it costs, but by how much it is worth. So if you're here and you're saying this program is very expensive, you're thinking in terms of its cost, but how much is it worth? Is it worth you staying at that job, hating that job, not being paid well, or never realizing your full potential, or not even getting a job with the UN and such? That is what it is costing you. That is what it is worth. So don't think about the cost. Oh, that's a lot of money. Think about the worth, the benefit it will give to you. You guys have big goals, right? I want to challenge you. Let the size of the goal be equal to the size of the investment in yourself. Because only when you invest in yourself will you be able to grow to achieve these big goals. You don't actually reach success, you grow into success. So I challenge you today, that the size of your goal be equal to the size of the investment you invest in yourself, right? This is your opportunity. Get all the 4 certification. If you're in Kenya, till number 715732, make that first deposit. International, just go to careerpoint.co.ke/badass, make payments through your card or whichever. So let me see. Thank you very much. I can see Nora, you're saying done. You got it. We will you will drop me an email. We can talk tomorrow. That is good. Thank you very much. Somebody in Botswana, what is the currency? The best thing would be I give you in US dollars, then you can easily convert. Yeah, that would be the cost. So is it you are available? I can see. Okay, good. E to E ratio. 2 things I want to close with. The E to E ratio and one more thing, and then we can join me on Zoom. 95% of people spend time in entertainment, but the rich, the most successful people, they spend 95% of their time in education. It is called the E to E ratio. And you need to create time for you to be able to learn, because when you learn, you get the skills. And as we said, the biggest divide between the rich, not the successful, and those who are not successful in their careers is their skills. These are the skills that you will get, and I want you to get them right now. Make that payment, international $9,099 US dollars. And here is the last thing I want to mention. You will never be 100% ready when an opportunity arises. So what you do, just do it. If you're there thinking, I wish this came yesterday, I wish this came next week, I wish, you will never be 100% ready. And I'm here to encourage you to take action. If you are feeling a bit of fear, here's some good news. Your greatest fear carries your greatest growth. You know why? Because when you're fearful, it is a signal from your body that you're about to do something which is outside your comfort zone. And you will never grow in your comfort zone. So your brain says, oh, this is death. They just know whenever you're doing something that you're not familiar with, it interprets it as fear. But I'm here to tell you that yes, you are about to do something outside your comfort zone, and that is the only time you will grow. Lucia down. Question 99,999 Kenya shillings. Yes, that is Kenya shillings. That's okay. You'll never grow in your comfort zone. So this is where you might be if you're feeling the fear. The comfort zone is here. You're feeling safe. You're feeling in control. Here there is low risk and low reward. Then you're introduced to an opportunity like this. You start feeling the fear. You're low on self-confidence. Now you're in the fear zone. Low confidence. You start looking for excuse. Oh, I wish I knew this. Oh, you get affected by other people's opinion. Like, what will people say? I met this guy online. I paid. Oh, this. That is the fear zone. The question is, will you stay in your fear zone? Will you retreat back and go to your comfort zone? Or will you push yourself to the learning zone where you face these challenges, you face new challenges, you solve problems, you acquire new skills like project management, project monitoring, evaluation. You extend your comfort zone, and only then will you get to the growth zone, because here is where you find your purpose, you live your dreams, you set new goals, you conquer your objectives. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're here at the fear zone, the challenge is, do you retreat back to the comfort zone, or do you push yourself to the learning zone and finally to the growth zone? I think that has been my time. I am through. Hope you have gotten something. Join this Badass Pro program. So let me share with you the link for you to join me on Zoom right now. And then we can call it a day. Where are the Zoom details? Yeah, here we go. So if you can get this, I'll put this in the chat. There's the link. I know it does not go right straight to, there we go. You can click on that link. The passcode is salary, or I know on people who are on LinkedIn don't get the link directly. So let me put it actually like this. That is the passcode. Then, yeah, that's the passcode. That is the ID, meeting ID, and then you can join me. Let me just try and post it on LinkedIn directly. I don't know if it works. Yeah. But as you join on Zoom, yeah, let me also mention this. Oh, this is how the certificate looks like. Yeah. Your name right there. And then it says that this person has been certified. Yeah. Your name. This person has been formally evaluated. Okay, I'm trying to open my Zoom meeting here, but it's confusing me. Let me just leave this for a moment. Let me just read this. Your name right there. You have been formally evaluated and assessed for the demonstration of knowledge and skills in monitoring and evaluating projects. You can be able to use the result-based management, and has been awarded a certificate in monitoring and evaluation. Imagine your name right there. Yeah. And the other thing I'll say, I think when we started, I asked you these two questions. That, will you let me be your coach? Will you let me be your mentor? Will you allow me to tell you the truth, the hard truth, even if that is not what you want to hear? I want to believe that I've done a good job doing that. By the way, if I've done a good job teaching you how to do this, would you agree? Let me know in the chat. Yeah. And if that is so, would you like this to be the beginning of this coaching session, or do you want it to be the end? Like, yes, we are finishing this session, but this relationship that we have started, this coaching relationship, this mentor relationship, do you want it to be the end, or do you want it to be the beginning? If you want it to be the beginning, you join the Badass Pro program. If you want it to be the end, it's okay. We can finish up today and we can call it a day. Join me on Zoom. I've tried to post the link on LinkedIn so that you can easily follow. By the way, do you want it to be the start of the end? I want you to drop that in the chat. Let me know. Do you want this to be the end or the beginning of this coaching relationship? Yeah, it will be interesting to know. This is the last call. Join, like I think we have so far 5 people. Okay, another 5 remaining, and you can be able to join us in the Badass Pro. Yeah, so join me on Zoom. I can see a few people have joined me already on Zoom. The question is, do you want this to be the end of this relationship or the beginning? Yeah. Okay, good. A few of us are already joining me on Zoom. Thank you very much. I'll be with you shortly. Let me finish the live broadcast and then I join you on Zoom shortly. Yeah, there was some bit of feedback there. But ladies and gentlemen, I think this has been a great session. I love that you have learned something, and I want to call it a day right now. Well, thank you for your feedback. But did you learn something? Did you get something that can see, Christina, you're saying you have done a great job? Thank you very much. Has it been good? Have you learned something? Let me know also in the chat. Or you can join me on Zoom. I have posted the link, or just note this. Yeah. The ID 8599007580. Passcode is salary. Then we can be able to finish. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen who are following me live, it has been a great session. I really love you guys. I hope I've delivered value. And if you're there, you can join me on Zoom. Somebody's asking for Zoom, is it free? Yes, it is free, but it's just a quick Q&A session. Then we finish this session. Amos, you're saying thank you very much, sir. Okay, I can see someone else saying thank you. Joy saying thank you. I think I'll edit, and let's meet on Zoom. Let me show the Zoom details again, and we can. Yeah, that's the meeting ID. Join me on Zoom right now. Otherwise, you